I happened to notice that there was a waterfront and there was like people standing around, and it just looked very scenic and very nice and calm and peaceful. So I thought, you know what, this would be a nice place to just hang out for a bit, maybe take some pictures. So that's what I decided to do. I just took my camera out and I just started taking pictures. The next thing I know, this guy taps me on the shoulder, and I look, and it was a police officer. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was a bit stunned that he was like talking to me. I thought it might have been a mistake, so I was just like, "I'm just taking some pictures." And he's like, "I could see that, but you're not allowed to do that. It's illegal here." And I was a bit shocked. I'm like, "It's illegal to take pictures?" I'm like, "But there's no signs and nobody told me anything that I can't take pictures of anything. I mean, it's just water after all, like some water, some trees, it's not a big deal." But he said, "No, it's illegal, it's against the law, you can't take pictures here." I mean, I thought nature belonged to everybody. You know, I didn't think it was a big deal, I didn't think it was illegal or anything, but the cops seemed to have a different idea. And I just had a camera. I felt like I was like really intimidated. They just kept shaking their heads and looking at me and just kept saying that I was wrong, that I broke the law, that I shouldn't have done this. And I wasn't trying to argue with them at first. I was just trying to ask them questions, and I was just trying to explain it wasn't my intention to break the law. All I wanted to do was just take some nice pictures. It wasn't that big of a deal.
As a guest in somebody else's nation, you need to respect the laws, no matter what the laws are. You chose to go to that destination, then you should choose to accept the laws and the rules of that destination.
The more I argue with them, the more they start to argue back with me. And it started to get really, really heated, and they got more frustrated, and I got more frustrated, and then they tried to take the camera from me. And I wasn't having that because it's a really expensive camera, you know, and I tried to take it back from them. And when I tried to do that, like they were struggling with me and I was struggling with them. And then the next thing I know is they grab me by both my arms and they start pulling me. And I'm wondering, where am I going? What are these guys doing? Where are they taking me? And then they throw me into a car and then they drive off, and I'm like, oh my God, is this really happening? I'm like, where am I going? I'm by myself, nobody's with me, and I'm thinking like, they could be taking me anywhere, you know, anywhere, and do anything to me, and nobody would know.